guys, Nima here. Welcome back to another episode of the smiley Dr. Francisco and the beautiful technology of Biotechnology. So today we're covering the
TOMEX.
TOMEX. TOMEX is one of the most powerful technologies that Biotech has created. Please give us a little bit of an understanding of why is this so powerful?
It is extremely powerful. It actually won the prize for best innovation for wellness in Europe.
Okay.
And this was like more than 10 years ago. I mean, the technology is already phenomenal and they keep improving. One thing that is very important is everything that they do in terms of technology, they keep it in line with all the research that is coming out. So if there are changes in certain aspects of the parameters that they're assessing with the literature, then they change the parameters in the device. Like I've been working with them for 2 years now. I think that I have more devices. We have gone through maybe 5 or 6 major updates because new parameters came out. And then the new thing is that a new index is ready. You know, it's just phenomenal.
And that's awesome. And companies continue to do research and they will develop their technologies. That's what I really love.
It's a lot of investment in research and development. This device is particularly powerful because it can give you, as opposed to like a BIA, like a bioimpedance assessment, it can tell you about a lot of things about your body as a whole, right? For instance, the correlation between increased amount of extracellular water and C-reactive protein tells us that you have low-grade chronic inflammation, but it doesn't say where.
Yes.
It says in your body.
That's right.
Which is still localized, right? But this is very interesting with all these different sensors here that you connect to the device, to the front through a cable. Then you place these different straps, I could call them. Yeah. And they are placed in your head, in your neck, your back, hand, and feet. And now the signals are being sent from one to the other, one to the other, one to the other, all the different correlations that can divide your body in 34 different zones.
Okay.
And then I know exactly where the problem is.
Where the zone is.
What is the zone? Where you need to treat. So let's say that you're like somebody that likes to use photobiomodulation, laser, like me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's phenomenal. Like it goes very well with this because now I know exactly where I need to treat. And then if I do a therapy and then I reassess, I know if it was effective or not real time.
That's absolutely
so
correct.
that's powerful. But the interesting part is this device up until 2 years ago was just assessment of all these different parts, which is already phenomenal. Like 2 years ago, they added, it was actually last year. Last year, they added a module now that does therapy as well. So now this is reading and then at real time is giving you microcurrent and you can localize, you can do a whole body therapy and it reaches all the different zones, or it's going to pinpoint specific areas that you determine. And then he does microcurrent, low level microcurrent to that specific area. You have the results. Each one of the areas, you know what the pH is, level of oxygenation, and the way that the area is reacting to the different types of stimulus. And then you can continue treating those specific areas and you see real time what's happening in that part of your body.
So on a regular case for a person that uses this technology, like how long do you think they need to, like how many sessions?
4 sessions is you already start to see some very interesting results. If the sessions are half an hour, we would recommend 8 sessions because there is a cumulative effect with the sessions. And this works with realigning the metalloproteinases in your matrix. So it's actually treating the extracellular matrix of your body, which is underlying for everything that's happening in your body. And the research is showing that 8 hours of treatment helps reorganize those proteins that then make a better, matrix in your whole body and then treats anything that you have. So this is actually regeneration
of the systems that are degrading. So that's very powerful. And, I love the business model of it that, they can maybe sell a package for your service.
That's how we do it.
Package of 8. And that way, this becomes a very affordable session for your customers and a very, very powerful session. So they can, really benefit from it and see the results in as few as 8 sessions. So again, that's amazing. Do you have anything else that you'd like to add?
Well, I think that like I said, the way that you can use this in combination with your other therapies.
Okay.
Right? Like for instance, no matter what type of therapy you do, if you don't see the autonomic nervous system reacting real time with the PPG,
It's
it was not
nothing's
effective,
happening, right?
right? And that's fine. I mean, people are non-reactive to certain things, or people react better to certain therapies. But how do you know? Now you can. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The second thing is this shows localized where the problem is and if your therapy was effective for that area specifically. Not only that, no matter even if you have like 10 different sessions, if you do a whole body therapy with microcurrent with this, over time, you're going to recover that because you're stimulating your matrix and your matrix underlies everything. So this is regenerative medicine.
And the power of this is like, there's a lot of people that are going through different types of illnesses, different situations. And the more and more that this issue becomes chronic and stays in the system, then the less and less the cellular charge of the system is going to become. So now we can go and remove all the issues with the system, and we can, bring the system kind of like, back. So it's not dealing with all those toxins or the influencers at the time. But still, because the cellular charge has been lost, we still need to treat the cells in order to add them the charge, the cellular charge, so that we can bring the, the power back up.
Yeah.
And to my understanding, this is the technology.
This is what it does
for us.
Yes, it does that. And the interesting thing is, it doesn't matter what kind of disease you have, what is the name of your disease, what are the symptoms that you're having, or even if you don't have a disease, because it's looking at the function. Is the function impaired or is it working well?
Yes.
If it is impaired, what do you do? And then no matter what you have or you don't have, this is going to be beneficial because it's doing an individualized treatment for you, not, based on a number, based on your numbers. And that's a big difference, I think.
That's a huge difference. Thank you again. Thank you for sharing these amazing technologies with us. I hope you guys have, learned so much about these last few videos. We have had 5 different technologies that we have introduced during these last few videos. So make sure, if you haven't watched the other videos, go back and watch all of the different technologies. Each one of them is a gem and it's a powerhouse, and it brings so much capabilities to your practice that you can really help people in a very powerful way. And today, our communities, our society really needs our help to help people in a natural way, using these type of technologies to give them that zest for life and have them
help people help themselves.
Help people help themselves. And this is very, very beautiful. Thank you again, Dr. Francisco, for being here. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in another video with more information about these amazing technologies that we're introducing to. Have an amazing day.